The Aquarius Solar Fire Ritual. Processional and Alleluia. We gather at a holy time, a time propitious to invoke the cosmic Lord of universal transformation, the Lord who serves our cosmos with the wondrous power to unify diversity, compelling recognition of the brotherhood of being which pervades the universal sphere. Lord of the new is he, Lord of things undreamt by all save those discerning ones who, clearly visioning the future promised by the mind of God, behold the radiant glory which the ancient plan divine has destined for the race of humankind. Aquarius, Lord of waters, Lord of cleansing living fire, pour forth thy life abundant, that humanity may live anew. We gather now within the stream of solar fire, streaming from Aquarius, the water-bearing Lord, original in boldness, audacious in his genius, provider of the unimagined good so oft rejected by the guardians of the old and outworn ways. We stand within the power of the Lord of transformation, Lord of patterns ever new, who with the keenest innovation searches out the untried paths, the better, newer ways, which only dauntless daring dares to dream. With trenchant rationality, he views with scorn the errors of the past, the blunders which need not have been, the crustified rigidities which hold the human race from wider life. In silence let us honor the utopian among the 12, he whose firm intent is fixed upon the good, which bright invention may bestow. Let us hail Aquarius, Lord of heavenly change. Invocation of the Fifth Ray. Through the sign Aquarius, all-endowing constellation, passes but one ray, the fifth, Lord of luminosity, revealer of the unrevealed, discoverer of the hidden laws, of formulas which followed, disclose the subtle workings of the glorious plan divine, of formulas which, mastered, convey the craft to manifest the wondrous possibilities resident within the mind and heart and will of God. We stand within this brilliant stream, specifying all the ways of men and ways of God, a stream of light and knowledge rare, requisite for those who would renew this sorry world. Let us breathe within our aura the indigo blue of Ray the Fifth in esoteric form, then with an Om direct it towards the healing of the earth. In concert with the will of God, we see this ray intensely bright passing through Aquarius, the universal Lord of transformation, and thence to our Tellurian home, the earth. At this time of monthly invocation, we focus our attention on the fixed cross of the heavens, the cross of man aspiring to participation in the kingdom of the soul, a cross whereon the human spirit, still unknown unto itself as essence irreducible, becomes at least a conscious soul, a secondary being, true, though none the less a being risen higher than the ancient blinded three, who held the inner knower captive during untold ages of subjugation and of primal servitude. Upon this cross, the lesser man becomes a son of God at last, solar man, radiant man, shining more for suffering more, while fixed fast in painful promise of release, until the matter of the former wheel systemic binds no more, and native to the kingdom of the soul he takes his stand. 4 signs are found upon this central cross, the cross of partial liberation through a dawning sonship to the Father. But the sign Aquarius is far more potent at this time. Thus let us focus mindfully upon the Lord, whose will at length fulfills man's higher dreams of better life for one and all, and on 3 circling deities who carry out his will. The first, a lord of revolution, lord of electric fire, who always sees a new design in ever truer concord with the destined pattern in the heavens, then willfully and suddenly, knowingly and ruthlessly destroys the old by blow or transformation. So God's archetypes, his prescient thought, may build on earth the higher patterns in which little earthly man is destined both to live and move. The second planetary lord is known for his benevolence. His ways are full of benefit for every human being. Uplifting and fulfilling, he edifies all humankind, bringing them together, fusing them in bonds of love, ensuring that the good of each becomes the good of all. More of goodness, more of love, more of kindness, more of light, more of every worthy thing which growing human beings desire. These he brings abundantly, for well he knows that isolated men and women must become humanity en large, if perfection is to be a thing of fact and not of dream alone. At last a lord of mystery and decadence as well, veiling 3 who are his real power. This lord, the lord of all things lunar, counts for nearly naught today, for old he is, and soon to be supplanted by the hammering and the willful one, the loving transcendental one, the flashing and destroying one. These 3, not he, negate the veil and make a man anew. Let us focus on the pressing urge towards universal service, which all lovers of humanity perceive within their heart of hearts. The sons of men are one, and I am one with them. I seek to love, not hate. I seek to serve and not exact due service. I seek to heal, not hurt. Let pain bring due reward of light and love. Let the soul control the outer form and life and all events, and bring to light the love that underlies the happenings of the time. Let vision come and insight. Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate, and outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail. Let all men love. Together and as one, we step within the aura of the Lord of Transformation, and place ourselves within the hope, no certainty, of better days to come. In union with this unifying Lord, the Lord Aquarius, Lord of generosity, identically bestowed on all, we learn to co-create as one, and reaching thus the mind and heart of Deity, we boldly seize the destined pattern beauty soon to be. The pattern which includes all men and women in community, a brotherhood and sisterhood which only proven consciousness of oneness could conceive and know as real. Oneness is, that we know, eternal oneness absolute, though never manifesting thus. Indeed, the oneness cannot show its pure homogeneity. This vast self-bounded universe is filled with countless forms. What human being can number them? What human being can name them? A cosmos filled with unsubdued variety, in seeming opposition to the sure essential sameness of its root. Though astounding this diversity, chaos it is not. Majestic godly pattern orders all. The part but seems to be a part. Each part reflects the whole, 'tis true, but strangely is the whole as well. At root no seeming fragment ever truly stands alone, but instead is linked to every other part. No part can ever be replaced. The whole would fail to be whole, were e'en the tiniest atom of an atom ta'en away. Thus naught can ever be removed, for if so, where would it be placed? Within some space outside the wholeness? Never and unthinkable. Such space does not exist. No, no, the allness and the many and the all are one, intricately unified, seamlessly related. Each part is every other part, and the whole of wholes as well. For all are one, and one is all. Unity, diversity, mysteriously entwined.
Unity, unity, unity in diversity, diversity, diversity in unity. The whole is in the part is in the whole. They both evolve together as countless ages roll. Ages roll. Unity, unity, unity in diversity, diversity, diversity in unity. The whole gives life unto the part gives life unto the whole. In splendid mutuality, they progress toward their glorious goal. They progress toward their glorious goal. Unity, unity, unity in diversity, diversity, diversity in unity. The whole of wholes will be complete when all parts are connected. Living waters flow and flow until the whole is being perfected. Unity, unity, unity in diversity, diversity, diversity in unity. Mystery of mysteries, each whole is greater than its sum. Thus through a cosmic history is separation overcome. Diversity, diversity, diversity ends in mortality, but unity, unity, unity ends in reality. Unity, unity, unity in diversity, diversity, diversity in unity.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder on the manifoldness of the teeming cosmos, upon the known and all that lies concealed beyond our ken. Can we understand the linkages, the brotherhood of being? How all things, different though they be, are clearly part of one another, and yet are certainly the same. Let us ponder deeply. Let us take our place within the square of materiality. Arising from the darkness of its animal unknowing, the newly human being beholds the many varied things of earth. So many things there are, so many things that move, so many things awakening desire. For even in those early days, the longing for completeness is a potent urge, though misapplied, and manyness is wanted for the dawning sense of wholeness which it brings. The passion for possession, wide possession, then appears, for to see the new and not to have will surely never satisfy. Forms abundant, forms alluring, moving forms, exciting forms, forms of every shape and kind, man reaches for them all. Though centerless, he cannot know the being that he is. He knows well what he wants.
Behold the bounties of the earth, the rich diversity of things. I'll have whatever is of worth for the satisfaction that it brings. I serve myself, myself alone. Let desire for me ruler around about on every side, the forms which I admire. I will not go dissatisfied. I'll take what I require. I serve myself, myself alone. Let desire for me ruler. Some fools say things are to be shared, that undue having brings disease. But sharing cannot be compared to using things just as I please. I serve myself, myself alone. What's more, the group serves me. Let desire for me ruler. Towards me every good thing flows. On me the earth bestows. May my pleasure none oppose. Let desire and fun be
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us pass before the eye of mind the lovely things of earth, things we want, things we crave, things which, though we better know, we yet would have, Can we feel the draw which binds us to these many varied things? Can we feel the way desire draws us from our center into loss of soul? When it comes to having, who is ruler? We, or many-armed, many-eyed desire? Let us ponder. Within the square of materiality, let us prepare to pursue that which we mindlessly desire. Fascinated, tantalized, excited to the point of non-containment, the frenzied man runs everywhere in wild pursuit of this and that, the scatter of his life now near complete, his center lost. His means to seeming wholeness is to turn and spin within the endless giddy whirl, accomplishing through foolish motion uncontrolled the comforting conceit of being larger, greater than he really is. Though his whirling motion come to nothing in the least, he is very slow to care. By illusion of expansion and achievement, he is captured, turning crazily in mockery of cycles real, which truly rule the greater life. For ordered life he has no love. Lawless motion is his God, as round and around he goes.
Get around, gotta get around, get around, gotta get around, get around. Circulate, circulate with you, with them, with him, with her, with this, with that, with one, with all. Running here, running there, run about everywhere. Gotta get around, get around, gotta get around, get around. Exciting, exciting, around and around and around and around. Exciting, exciting, around and around and around. Get around, get around, gotta get around, get around. Gotta get around, get around. Circulate, circulate, around and around and around and around. Circulate, circulate, around and around and around and around. Exciting, 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 exciting. Get around, 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 get around.
Meditation. Let us ponder stimulation and the wisdom or the foolishness of our preferred response. Are we victor over lower Maya, victor over mindless motion, motion for the thrill of moving, motion without purpose? If energy is precious, Can we see the ways we waste it? Can we see the scatter of our lives, and understand the futile actions leading to a loss of center? Let us ponder silently. Let us join hands in the circle of friendship, friends, but all alike. Through his many varied contacts, the wildly circulating man discovers his surroundings, the things he likes, the things he hates, and those he likes, and those he hates. He finds the ones who are his own, the ones with whom he is at ease. He likes their similarity, and thus his chaos quietens. Much relieved is he and glad, and celebrates his new-found friends. They are all the world to him, for seeing them he sees himself, and knowing them he knows himself as much as he can know. That his center still eludes him, he is ill-equipped to understand. Euphoria of sameness, ease and harmony of seeming sameness, hide the unknown center of his being from his sight.
My friends and I are all alike, and that's the way we like it. We are one of a kind. We are one of a kind. I love my friends love me, and that's the way we like it. We are one of a kind. Yes, we are one of a kind. Friendship, what is friendship for? To be together more and more, for that's the way we like it. That's the way we like it. Together we advance our lands, doing nothing without friends. And that's the way we like it. Yes, that's the way we like it. My friends and I are for the best, better for them all the best. And that's the way we like it. Yes, that's the way we like it. For we are one of a kind. My friends and I are one of a kind. Yes, all of us are one of a kind, and that's the way we like it.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder well our friendships and the satisfactions which they bring. Why do we have the friends we have? Is there selfishness in friendship? Can friendship hide an egotism of a subtle kind? Does friendship serve to insulate us from a needy world? Or does it better our relations with humanity? As well it should. Let us see the truth and know. Let us inward turn and know that isolation necessitated for the finding of the real self. At length the avid friend of friendship wearies. He feels a loss, a subtle but important loss, the loss of his own selfhood. For the self he hoped to find in friends cannot be that way found. With self obscured by living as his friends would have him live, with self obscured by ever being all things to all men, he wonders what to do and where to turn. No further outward search will help him now. Turned outward he has ever been, thus inward he must go, and find that something which without no human can successfully befriend another human being. First his center he must find, center of his truest self, a self unique from all the rest. Then only can he outward turn, and learn at last the meaning true of friendship, friendship shared by those who love, and yet with courage firmly stand upon the sacred ground of proven selfhood, and thus affirm the self of other, while affirming self of self.
Friends, many friends have I, and doing as they do, and living as they live. I know well who they are, but who am must have a central point of livingness, citadel of selfhood, some place where I may know myself to be just as I am. But I know very well who my friends are, and they are not I. Friends, good friends have I and will have, and one live denied his friends. But ever when among them, I must simply be who I am. Never more and never less, but ever simply who I am. And I shall be a better friend for being simply who I am. A better friend, standing centered in self-knowing, a truer friend for knowing I am, a deeper friend for knowing just who I am.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder on the self we share in friendship. Are we authentic with our friends, or do we sacrifice our center for the sake of surface pleasantness? Do we reveal the self we are, even while embracing the true selfhood of a friend? Can we attend to those we love, loving them for who they are, and yet live true to inner self? If we would be a friend indeed, let us ponder well. Let each upon the fourfold field, befriending all the human race, find and aid those who need upliftment. True friend to one, then friend to all, humanity itself is seen as friend, and those for whom we cared but in the least are seen as worthy of our love. not alone our selfish welfare, nor the welfare of our friends, but more. The cause of human betterment awakens in our breast, as we see, appalled, the fratricidal foolishness which, separating man from man, has doomed us all to backwardness and disadvantaged life. Should we not rise? Should friends not rise? Should all not rise together in the brotherhood and sisterhood of man? Unfit is that which binds us to a primitive stupidity, unfit and to be spurned, for a truer, brighter, better way.
The dawn has come and cold it is. I rouse myself from mindless slumber to see a saddening sight, to which preoccupation blinded me. The desperate foolishness of man, ancient, darkened ways against all reason, denying much of goodness meant to be. Surely, surely there must be a better way. I know within my aching heart there is a better way, for all is less than well with us, far, far less than well.
We failing ways we need not fear. We falter when with vigor we might forward strive to destined elevations of the heart and mind.
Futility and injury and loss must not prevail, indeed need not prevail. Surely, surely there must be a better way. I know within my striving heart there is a better way.
Come together, we must tread that way. Brothers all, sisters all, together we must tread that way.
And leave the frail and senseless past behind, that all may soon be well with us.
Let us be very well with us.
Very, very well with us. Very, very well.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us see life as it is. The things that could be better, the ways which must be left behind. Suppose that with our friends of heart we chose to change for good the things that are. What benefaction would arise? Are we prepared to leave the past, and serving with our friends uplift the world? Let us ponder. Let us take our place upon the fourfold field as warriors for the good, engaging in a battle through which evil, lifeless ways may be o'erthrown. Indeed, the good must one day come, but how long must one wait? The forces of impediment resist refined intent, and for countless years will do so, if no stronger measures be applied. How long must one wait? Perhaps reforming souls need wait no longer. Perhaps the time for overthrow has come. Desire for change without a will is powerless. Perhaps the time for unrelenting will has also come. Why must goodness be obstructed? Why must beauty be perverted? Why must truth be long deferred? Thus asks the one who with a fire has caught the sacred vision of the destined things to be. So thinks the avid visionary for whom the peace of patience is exhausted. Man's ways are bad. Those ways must change. Let revolution come.
Revolution, 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 overthrow tradition, overthrow it now. Up with the old, in with the new, break with the bad old ways. Dash them, smash them, leave the futile past behind and turn this rigid world upside down. Revolution, 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 overthrow tradition, overthrow it now. Up with the worst, in with the best, break with the bad. Past behind and turn this frozen world upside down. Revolution, 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 overthrow tradition, overthrow it now. Up with the low, in with the high, break with the bad old ways. Dash them, smash them, leave the wretched past behind and turn this aged world upside down. Revolution, 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 overthrow tradition, overthrow it now. Overthrow it, overthrow it.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder the insistence of our will to freedom from the bad old ways. If improvement of the human state must come, and come at length it surely will, what approach do we think best? Would we choose the gentler, slower, love-filled way, a way considerate of form? Or would we smash tradition if it hindered the expression of a wider, better life? Could we regiment humanity, confining men and women to patterns we thought best? Could we sacrifice our friends and loved ones for a great ideal? And in our private lives as well, where change is surely needed, what method would we choose? The brutal fast or patient slow? Let us ponder this in truth. Let us form the flame of aspiration, symbol of our longing for utopia. And all for what? For what reward? Why stark revolution? Why the cruel sacrifice of those we love to the ideal? What wondrous dream could motivate relinquishment of all held dear? Relinquishment of all familiar comforts ancient custom has provided. Only a dream which long inspiring man has dreamt for ages. A dream the foremost human minds have fashioned into ideal forms. A dream of better, no, of best. A dream of ways through which the human race might soon become the greatness that essentially it is, thus fulfilling every longing in the aching human heart. A dream of triumph for the spirit and of solace for the soul, humanity's supreme and final dream, utopia. Meditation. In meditation deep, let us conceive a world in which the best we know is realized, a world in which our highest dreams are manifest upon the earth. What see we as the form of such a world? What are its goodness, beauty, truth? How clear is our ideal? Let the rare design of such a world appear before our inner eye, inspiring us to greater labors and to greater loves, in service of a better life for all. Let us take our place within the heart of brotherhood, yearning for the good of all. Violent revolution changes not, if man change not. What is revolution without love? Only provocation of an endless cycle of revenge. The greatest of all revolutions rises from the depths of heart and leads into that brotherhood which unifies all human beings as one. Brotherhood, sisterhood, community for all, caring for the least as if he were the best of friends, and yet how very difficult, how seldom seen, how rare, an alignment only possible when once the soul in every human heart is truly known. Once we know our brother as he is in soul and spirit, once we know our brother as the one and only self, then we will know what we must do. Then we will know what care to give. Then we will know that if our brother fail to rise, we fail and fall as well. Only then will brotherhood be more than just a word.
What are we all meant to be? Lovers of humanity. Whether friend or whether foe, love to one and all we owe. And thus I ask the question, I ask myself the fateful question, ask my King or God above. Am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Indeed, indeed, I am my brother's keeper, and all because of love, and all because of love. Who are we all meant to serve? Humanity with zeal and verve, whether high or
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder our relations with the whole of humankind. Who are those for whom we care? Are they more than few? When we see a stranger, has he claim upon our heart? Or is his fate of small or no concern? Who then is our brother? Who then is our sister? What is there within us that makes us care at all? Why should we answer everyone with love? Let us look within and find the heart. Let us form the water-bearer's urn of benevolence, pouring benefaction forth for every member of the human race. With finding of a heart for all, keenly are the many ways of selfless service sought, the many ways of helpfulness. Unrevealed needs are seen, revealing thus the very gift these pressing needs demand. The deepest passion of the soul is giving, all to meet a need, giving not what lies at hand, not only superficial things, though such bestowals have their place, but giving from the depth of heart, the depth of soul, the depth of life, giving of the gift which is the self. The very deepest human needs are shared by each and all, even if unrecognized. Such ancient thirst can only be assuaged by gift profound, by gift of living water freely flowing from the open, loving heart, by gift of living water from the source eternal of abundant life. Meditation. Let us ponder on the way we give to others. Do we give to meet the patent need? Or do we make a deeper search and find a deeper thirst, which alone the flow of living water can at last assuage? And if we find this deeper thirst, pour we forth in love the life we are? Generously, copiously, abundantly, to meet the hidden central need that we alone may see? Let us ponder well upon the nature of our giving. Let us take our place in the circle of Jupiterian abundance. And pouring forth the life we are, to meet the needs of one and all, we learn the nature of the life abundant. The Lord of all abundance becomes our mentor and our friend, enlarging heart and mind. His blessings teach the strength and joy of union for achievement. His blessings show the power of the soul-united group, potent in the doing of the deeds which group alone can do, the deeds which men and women singly never can accomplish. Under joyous Jupiter, the glory of the group shines forth. The moreness of togetherness is known and highly honored, and celebrated by the group progressing towards the destined goal of powerful effectiveness in service to the human race. The loving group, the living group, united and uplifted, advances as a unity, striding forth in oneness through the portal of attainment, under the blessings of Jupiter.
Together shall we rise, together shall we grow. Fusion and expansion, great Jupiter bestow. We are more together, we are more together, advancing as one through the portal. Together we aspire with heart and mind astir, upliftment and fulfillment.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder what it means to expand and thrive together. Can we find our soul's fulfillment all alone? Must we not, with all our brothers, sisters, rise and grow together towards a destiny of promise? Ponder well this augmentation which community confers, and which brotherhood and sisterhood bestow. Is the wide expansion of group union truly real to us? As we seek initiation, do we hold our brother's hand? Can we justly say our heart is with the group? Let us ponder well. Let us gather into symbols three of sacred planetary life, oft hidden by the veiling moon. Initiation is redemption of the group and for the group, and later by the group. The concept is a lofty one, but practical in the extreme, for lower lives must be redeemed, the threefold lunar lives. Be these of the man alone, or of the group, or of all men, the threefold group of lunar lives must be uplifted into light. This task demands the power of three far greater than the moon. The power of three most holy and sublime. Redemption universal is the water-bearer's sacred trust, the trust of every son of God whose motive is to serve the Lord of love. Let us know these three Redeemers, hidden by the ancient veiling moon.
Three lords are hidden by the moon, the mystic veiling moon. The Lord of smiting rhythmic power, the Lord of transcendental love, and the Lord of shock and blinding light, awaiting liberation. Once wisdom leaves the lunar veil, or else it melting it away.
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us focus on the vestures three belonging to humanity. Let us touch the power of Vulcan. Let us feel the love of Neptune. Let us know the mind Uranian, pouring through the threefold human frame to work their magic of release. Let the nature of each vital gift be clearly understood. Let us see the welcome changes the three can swiftly bring. Regathering on the fourfold field, let each one humbly kneel, in preparation for the burden that he must and will assume. Humanity will be redeemed through loving service, this is sure. The saving group will save, and utopia will come. But at a price, an awesome price. Self-exacted by the server, self-exacted by the group. For heavy is the burden, and dark as night the mindlessness, and cold as steel the lovelessness of this our not quite fully human race. Upliftment comes through sacrifice, there is no other way, for this the highest law decrees, that those who choose to bear the burden must give all that man may rise, and thus they gladly do, though in doing they sweat blood. More they will and evermore, for sacrifice they know as bliss, when once the Lord of Lords upholds them, as he ever will the ones who give the fullest measure, the last and fullest measure, the giving of their lives.
Heavy the burden of the dying in their chains until illumination dawn. How much can I bear? How much more can I bear? Sustains me, the light of Christ sustains me, and the will to good of Christ sustains the joyous bearing of my burden. The burden of the
Meditation. In meditation deep, let us ponder on the burdens which we carry. Do we do so cheerfully, or does unworthy lamentation mar our service? Do we bear our burdens to the fullest fullness of our power? Or could we justly shoulder more? Have we through our selfless bearing earned the right to stand with those whose dharma is to bear the burden of the world entire, the hierarchy of love and light? Let us ponder on the manner of our bearing. Let all arise and stand within the heart of love. And shall we seek to stand with those whose strength upholds the worlds? Shall we seek to feel in heart the throb of love eternal? Shall we seek to quiver with abundant life and freely pour it forth? Shall we seek the sacrificial ecstasy uniting all the fiery hearts of love? Shall we serve as they do? Shall we save as they do? Shall we join the conquering brotherhood by draining deep the chalice and by emptying the bowl? Hierarchy above us, hierarchy within us. Salvation comes through hierarchy alone. Meditation. In meditation deep, we now close ranks with all the brothers sisters of the light. Let us feel their holy presence, our beating hearts in unison with theirs. Inseparable be our bond with them, henceforth from this day. Again we form the circle of our unity, and holding hands together, we unite in loving service to the suffering human race. With brother-sisterhood at last achieved, the server of the race goes forth to serve, but not alone. Though seeming isolation fall upon him, though grave the solitude that she must bear, all the brother-sisters are but one, and ever are they so. Each supports the other, each becomes the other, for each and all are ever wholly one.
One for all and all for one, brothers, sisters ever true, children of the rising sun. You're for me and I'm for you. A new age is dawning, a new age is dawning. One for all and all for one, sisters, brothers on the way, warriors of the rising sun, and souls that breathe the light of day. A new age is dawning, a new age is dawning. Sisters of the growing morn, brothers of the gleaming light, as one prepare to be reborn, as one prepare to reunite. A new age is dawning, a new age is dawning. One for all and all for one, a new age is dawning.
A new age there will be. Aquarius will be fulfilled. Nothing can arrest the dawning time. The great ones are amove, and their will to good cannot be stemmed, for hierarchy stands. The brother-sisterhood now stands readied for return. The Lord of Lords is on his destined way. His battalions are of peace, and his army is of love. Shall we join the conquest of the old and crumbling by the new? Shall we join the ranks of those who battle for the heart of man? Shall we join the holy lodge as they rejoicingly remake the world? Shall we not? Indeed we shall. Willing love triumphant, and wholeness universal for the fast transforming human race. May Aquarius unite us, may Aquarius inspire us, may Aquarius make loving brothers, sisters of us all. So be it. Let the new age dawn. Thus, as wisdom adds to wisdom, we may well and truly say, water of life am I, poured forth for thirsty men. Together, water of life am I, poured forth for thirsty men. Let us return to the magical circle of invocation. If anyone has aught to say for the welfare of the group and of the world, this is the time to speak. Let us sound the ancient mantram of the new and dawning age.